Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adrianne Brown, and I am a PhD student at Tuskegee University within the Integrated Bioscience department. So today I will be discussing with you on how to set up a science fair experiment. And my colleague and I will be explaining how you actually set up the experiment. So we will start off with an actual experiment called the cup and string telephone, and then we will actually show you how to set up your science fair board for your actual science fair this coming April. We look forward to you seeing your science fair projects in the future. Good luck.
Good morning, TPS students. My name is Montessa Mitchell, and I am actually a friend of Adrianne Brown, also in the IBS program over at Tuskegee University. And today we're going to talk about how to do a project called the cup and string telephone. First, you're going to need two red or paper cups that you can poke holes into the bottom. Then you're going to need lots and lots of string, as you can see. So the first thing you're going to do, as I mentioned, is poke a hole into the bottom of this cup. Then you're going to get the string, the smallest string, through the bottom of the cup and then tie a knot, like so. That way, when you pull it taut, that knot keeps the string from coming back out of the bottom of the cup. You're going to do the same thing to the other side of the cup, making sure that the knot is tight. The first part of this experiment is where these two are going to try to talk to each other using this telephone. Now, one is going to put it to their mouth, and the other is going to put it to their ear. All right, and then in real life, they would pull it until the string was taut. Not until the string was about to break, but until the string was taut, so that the sound waves had something to travel along. Now, as part of this experiment, you would do it 2 more times with a longer string and then an even longer string. As you're doing so, you would write down who is saying what to each other. So, Jakaya would write down what she said to, one more time, what you read?
Zamora.
To Zamora. And then Zamora would write down what he said to Zakaya. But each of them would also have to write down what they heard. That way, if they heard something incorrectly, you have scientific proof. You'll have a poster board something like this that is trifold, so that it opens up with 2 sides. Now, the whole purpose of the board is to tell others what you found out about your experiment. Now, Adrianne is going to help me out by showing you all what I'm talking about. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to print out the information that you find out concerning things like the summary, which is basically everything that you did in the experiment, 3 or 4 sentences. Then you're going to want to print out a sentence introducing your problem or what it is that you're trying to find out. Then you're going to print out something about your hypothesis, another sentence, or maybe 2 if you need it, that says what you think was going to happen for this experiment. And of course, you're going to need to list your materials and methods. Your materials and methods are extremely important because this allows someone else who wants to come behind you and do the same thing, be able to do it the same way you did it. Next, you're going to have your results. So in this case, your results would be listing what she said to him and what he said to her, and if they heard it correctly. Finally, but definitely not least, you're going to have your conclusion, which is the information that you want people to take away as they look at your board. What you want to do is you want to have your title up at the top, then you want to have the summary right here. That way, that's the first thing people see, is everything that you did and what you found out. Then you want to list your problem and your hypothesis. Now, next, you want to put your materials and methods. Some of you won't have materials and methods this big. That's fine. If you have smaller materials and methods, you can put them over here underneath the hypothesis. But since our materials and methods were so large, we're going to put them right here in the middle. Then you're going to want to have your results, and then finally your conclusion. And so this is what your final board is going to look like. Hopefully a little bit neater. We were doing that super fast, as I'm sure you saw. But just to review, you have your summary, which tells people what you did and how you did it. Your problem, which is what you wanted to learn. Your hypothesis is what you thought you'd figure out. Your materials and methods are exactly what you used and what you did. And then you have your results, which tell us, in this case, what each of them said to each other. And then your conclusion, which tells you, tells everybody else what you found out. All right, the best of luck to you all, and have a great amount of fun doing this because science is awesome. You all can catch this video at WTPS News on YouTube.